What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Morello Show. I want to say this is episode 19. I forgot to look this time. I don't know. We're going to figure it out later. It's fine. Of course, I am your host, Kyle Morello. Pleasure to be back here. We got a special guest today again. This one's been a long time coming, so I'm excited for this one. We got Israel in the house. Israel, how we doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. It took a little bit longer than expected, but I'm here.
Hey, it's all good. We're here now. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy we're doing this. I'm ready to roll. So let's get into it. So, Israel, for those of you who do not know, which you should know, I don't know why you don't know, but if you don't know, he is an artist. But I can let him explain a little bit more about that. Would you want to tell everyone like what you do and kind of all that?
All right. So my name is Israel, like the country. Um, it stands for the people of God. We're called the Israelites, and that's what my music is about. It's basically how good I am. Like I think I'm the best, and how good God is because He actually is the best. And from there, I just try to make sure everybody get a chance to hear it.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, absolutely. So I've known you now for like a couple years, and you've been doing music since I've known you. But how far back did you start like thinking you wanted to have a career in this, or you started to want to do this at least as a hobby? Like when did you figure out that music was something that was really you were
So
interested in?
I got a Christmas gift at, I want to say 9, and it was a piano, and I taught myself how to play. And from there, it was over. 13, I started poetry. 15, my first song recorded. 17, I got my first own piece of equipment and just kept building.
There we go. There we go. So was it like always hip hop or like rap that you wanted to do, or was it just music in general that you were like, wow, like I really love this?
It is everything. Like even when I listen to music, I listen to everything, literally. Like I love indie pop, I love rock, hip hop. So I feel like that's in all aspects. I love everything about music. I think it's art, you know.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
yeah, I dove into all aspects of music. Like when I first start learning about hip hop, you know, you go into the boogie boards and the boom boxes, how they used to walk around. That was the actual culture of hip hop. It was completely different. So you have to actually learn these things when you want to be a part of these things. So it took it a little serious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You mentioned like you listen to a whole bunch of different stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
who are some of your favorites? Like who, even if you're whether it's inspirations for your music now or just like people you love listening to, like give me a few names.
Um, so I like the Commodores. I like Shock and Rufus. I like Boosie Collins. I like Led Zeppelin. You know, I like
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance, Green Day, Gavin DeGraw, uh, Lil Boosie. Like the range is crazy.
All over the
I mean,
place.
now that I am where I am and my music is geared towards people who want to hear about God, the selection is different now. So, you know, there's more Jonathan McReynolds and Molly music, you know, there's more of them in there. Um, but yeah, I listen to everything and I take joy in hearing different music that is still great.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like, first of all, the range is incredible there. I my range probably isn't that good. I do think I have a good taste in music, but like that is incredible. So I can tell you kind of put that in music too. So that's awesome. But then just a follow too, like you mentioned, now you kind of you listen to music and you make music for people who want to, be, I guess, in religious aspects. Because I'm having a
Mm-hmm.
brain fart about words right now. Um, when did you kind of figure out you wanted to gear your music more toward like a religious aspect?
So 3 years ago, I want to say about
Okay.
3 years ago. Like I even have songs on SoundCloud, uh, a little older than 3 years that you'll hear the lyrics are a little shaky, but you can hear the growth in my music.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, since I've known you, that's all you've been doing, and I've
Yeah.
loved it. Like, is it like rewarding kind of to do music about that? At least that's something that so like streamlined that you're passionate about?
So I feel like anybody who meets me know I'm very passionate, and sometimes I might be a little aggressive, but the motive is good, you know.
Yeah.
But my reward is knowing that I might possibly tell somebody how good God is, and they might listen, and He will show Himself true to them. Hopefully, I'm just a vessel of somebody that's telling you God love you, or somebody that's telling you He's listening, or that you should pray, or that maybe you needed help or uplifting that day. Hopefully, I'm just a mouthpiece for what He wants you to hear, or what He wants you to encounter. That's the goal. And somewhere in there, I'm going to say I'm the best a couple
Well,
times.
listen, I've heard you spit before. It's I when I first heard you like rap and stuff, and you remember like when I was living at Temple, we were in the basement, you were talking.
Mhm.
I still have the video on my phone of you rapping about Oreos because there was a pack of Oreos sitting next to me, and I was like, how? Like what? I don't understand. I digress though. But no, like I think when I first heard you rap, and you can tell me this is a fair comparison after, but when I first heard you, I was like, he kind of reminds me of Kendrick a little bit, like at least to some kind of extent. Like, is he one of your inspirations? Like, do you model anything after him? Because I kind of like I see it. I don't know why, but I see it.
First of all, I respect that comparison.
Well,
Thank you.
he's the goat in my opinion. So
K-Dot is a whole problem in itself. The man is Kendrick Lamar. But I feel like it's a difference.
okay,
I feel like it's a big difference because there is no other aspect of what I'm saying. There is no middle ground. There is one thing, it's Jesus.
yeah, no, it's true. Like a lot of his stuff. Well,
It's
like
controversial.
yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
to Pimp a
So he has
Butterfly. Like, oh, I didn't mean go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
no, you're good.
I was gonna say like to Pimp a Butterfly and like even some stuff off Dance, some stuff off Good Kid, Mad City, Section
Mhm.
82, even a little bit. Like there is a message that he does gear more towards like some like civil rights stuff and activism and all that. But there's also other, like you said, controversial things too. Like, but you do have one message, and I think that is the difference that you had mentioned.
Yeah. It, it's a big difference. I would say I'm more of a Cole than a K Dot.
Okay. And that's my
Just for
favorite artist. So
yeah, Cole is top five. Just because Cole is more concrete now. You can see the growth through his music and where he is. There is no change. It is love. He's the best, and it is progression, community, people. You feel me? There's no middle to his message. That is his message. So I feel like I could draw more of a comparison to Cole, and I respect Cole immensely. That nigga,
oh my God. Yeah, me too.
he a problem.
I mean, oh, he is a problem. I'm so glad he came out with the album this year, dude. And like the
Yeah.
crazy thing is, like, you had mentioned he's more concrete now. You see that growth and whatnot. Like when what's it called? For Your Eyes Only came out, when the album came out. Like
Mhm.
that was because that was coming off 2014 Force Hills Drive when he was talking his shit and like he made
Mhm.
bangers and stuff. But then he shifted did a complete 180 to his life and through his
Right.
story and the stories about
Right.
like his friend he grew up with and whatnot.
Mhm.
Like that shift was just wild. But now he's back to a little bit talking his shit. But like, there's no, like you said, there's no misconstrued messages that he could possibly have. Like,
Right.
and that's crazy. Like, I don't understand it, but he's my favorite artist. But I don't, I
Now
don't know.
he's focused. It takes a very intense focus to be able to talk a lot about one thing and make it sound different and better every time and still talk about the same thing. That's hard. So
It is. Well, here's a question. Like,
that's awful.
how is that something that you deal with in your music? Because I know you only talk about mainly one thing. Like, how do you deal with the challenges of that?
So for an artist, freestyle. That's the best thing I can say. Freestyle. Like that's if I'm working, I'm freestyling in my mind. Like that's just something that I do because I am somebody who like drops bars. You feel me? So it helps my vocabulary. It helps me being able to talk about different things. Like you said, the Oreos are sitting there and I start rapping about it. It helps because then when I'm rapping, it's not just Jesus, 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 Jesus. I might be able to say something different to gear it but still get the same message across. Like, who do you know is the guy from the heavens, instead of just saying, I know Jesus, just say it a little bit different, but being able to have the extensive vocabulary, excuse me, or those thoughts, you could get it across better.
Right. Right. I mean, that makes sense. Like and I've seen like, people we know and obviously
Mm-hmm.
more popular freestyles on YouTube and whatnot. Like that's hard. Like, how do you even like come up with stuff to say just on the fly like that? Like that never has clicked with me. It's amazing.
So luckily I got a couple years in, so I'm still thinking about stuff that I've said 3 years ago or 7 years ago, and I'm mixing it with what I'm actually seeing in real time, with what I want to say, with what Quran with this word. So it's a lot going on. Like, it's a lot. But once you get the hang of it, you get the flow of it. Like, I know if I want to rap about cabbages, that has to be the last word that I say.
Okay, I can see that because that's what you're trying
That's
to
the
get that
last
focus
bar.
on.
So, right. So I would fill in everything else for those 3 bars because I know my last bar is cabbages. That's a freestyle technique. Most people don't know that. Set your bar up already, and then you just got to worry about the filler a little bit.
You just got to get there.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
that's like for like one of my favorite freestyles, right? Is the Lil Dicky freestyle he did on Sway in the Morning, and he's just going for 5 minutes. Like it's crazy. Like it's like amazing how creative people can be with that. Like and you're up there too. Like I've never understood it, but at least I know part of the process now. So that's awesome. But it's just crazy. But yeah, okay. So back to you then a little bit. 5 years from now, what is your goal in this game?
Um. Honestly, and this might sound a little modest, but I don't want to be anywhere specific. My only goal is that people hear what I'm saying. I want my message to reach people. That's all. I don't want fame. I don't want anything from it, really, which is why I'm independent. I'm not signing to no labels, none of that, because that's not the goal. That's not the reason why I'm doing it. It's only and surely because of the message. So I just want people to hear me. If that means that I might get on a bigger stage and more people might hear it because I'm getting out there and I am promoting it, things like that, then so be it. That's what's going to happen. But the only goal is that people hear my message.
And that's fair. And you have a good message, so that's fine. I love that though. Like I've always noticed how passionate you are about that message, so I can appreciate that from an outside perspective from your music too. Um, I mean, I don't think that's modest at all, honestly. Like I think that's a phenomenal goal. I think that's a goal that not a lot of people have because like you see a lot of people, all they want is the fame and the
Right.
money and the
Right.
success. Everybody wants to be successful, obviously, but the fame and the money and all that, like has that was that ever something that you wanted and then you had recently shifted, or is it just always been like, eh?
So when I originally started music, I wanted to be called the best. So
As
that
your
was my
name?
goal. I wanted to be the best.
Yeah.
And that's why I was trying to rap really good and come up with different cadences and things like that, because I wanted to be like, oh yeah, he's definitely one of the best rappers. He's up there with Jadakiss and Biggie and Pac and all of them. That's not the goal anymore. The goal is people to hear about Jesus. But I still have the same intensity. I still rap with the same. They're going to say I'm the best guy to ever talk about Jesus. you feel me? It's the same
Yeah.
intensity. It's just the gear shift a little bit.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Speaking of your music though, are we working on anything? You got anything coming
Absolutely.
out soon? Tell me a little more.
Absolutely. So I just got my video back from the editor today. My
Ooh,
video for WGBO is dropping, I believe, next weekend. Right,
ooh.
next weekend. Um, I'm going to post the exact days and everything, but next weekend is the goal. I have an EP coming the following weekend after that. 4 songs, just a quick little drop.
Something though.
So,
Something though.
yeah. So yeah, all of this is going to be on my page on Instagram, ISRAEL1, the number 1NC_.
For sure. I'll have that on the
So,
bottom of your thing here too. So
all right,
make sure
bet.
y'all go follow him because apparently
He's
there's new
a
music coming out. I just found this out too. I'm excited. Damn, that's great.
Yeah, we finally got music on the way, man.
Let's
I'm
go.
also going to start doing Freestyle Fridays on my Instagram. So Y'all
I
going to
love
see that
that.
coming. I'm going to request beats. So the numbers of beats I get, whatever one pops up the most, that's which one I'm going to do. And we're just going to be freestyling.
I
So
love
yeah,
it.
that's coming too.
We got content on the way, Israel. Let's go. I love it. I
Sure.
love it. All right, so tell me a little more about the EP then. What we got a name for it yet?
So I'm deciding between two.
Okay.
Introduction to Israel, Intro to Israel, or
Hmm.
Insignia.
That
So
they're both tough. They're both tough.
look,
Well,
but
because this
look.
would be like your first EP though, right?
What you say?
This would be your first EP, like any kind of like bigger project, not just singles.
Mhm. This
Okay.
is my first project, really. Like I've recorded, but this is the first project I've put out other than WGBO.
Okay. Damn.
And well, I have another song on YouTube called Israelite I'm Christian. I
I've heard
perform it
it. Yep.
everywhere I go.
Yep.
You know, everybody likes it. But this is my first EP. I'm very excited. I'm thinking about doing a bonus song on it also
Okay.
because I have a lot of music. So, I'm trying to get the people what they want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Damn, that's wild. And hey, before we do, we got a little bit of time. Before we go though, you definitely got to tell people about the shirts. You got to tell them to
Oh
buy.
yeah. So the shirt, I actually just bought all the machines that I need. So I'm making everything myself from start
Oh,
to finish.
really?
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I actually made 80 shirts this weekend.
Damn.
So we're getting there, but I got every color. If you want a custom color, just DM me and let me know. I'll have it for you. I'm also doing customizations. You can get your name in Hebrew on the merchandise. Just let me know. And you can also get that. So yeah, we got shirts, we got sweatshirts, we got sweatsuits, we got jean jackets. Yeah, so
Jean
this is
jackets
all,
too.
yeah, this is all coming on the website next month. It's all going to be there. Just make sure you follow me on Instagram so y'all can get all of the updates.
Wow. Man, you're making moves with the merch too.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm
That's
trying.
crazy. I might have to get my name in Israel. I'm Jewish, so like that fits. That
That's
works.
perfect. Let me
That's the
know.
motherland. Dude, so like the summer before, well, I guess summer before, like when we first met, I was supposed to go to Israel for birthright because I'm Jewish and like that's a free thing you can do, whatnot. And I was like, damn, that would be awesome if I wore the Israel shirt in
In
Israel. That'd be so
Israel, yeah,
cool. And
that
I
would have
couldn't
been
go because
crazy.
I had back problems. I still do, but they're better now. And then COVID last year. So we're hoping next year. I'll make sure I have my shirt by then. Once you put it up soon, I'll probably cop because I've been wanting to and I just have not. So that's on
Sure.
me. Um, but yeah, dude, I'm excited for that. Jean jackets too.
Yes,
That's
sir.
wild.
Big jackets too. I mean, they only go up to large though, because
Okay.
extra large and so on is expensive. But we
Correct.
got from extra small to large.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, jean jackets out too. I'm trying to get everything done so when fall really hits and we get into winter, I got everything. But
Yeah.
we're getting there.
It seems like you are, brother man. It seems like you are. I am so excited for you. I heard you a couple years ago and continuing on, and I love your progress. So keep going. You're getting there, and I'm gonna buy a shirt and make sure y'all buy a shirt because
Buy a shirt.
buy a shirt. I don't know what else you would do with your time. What is it, 15 bucks for a t-shirt, right?
It's 15 for the white ones, 20 for the other colors.
Okay. So there you go. Not expensive. Probably what you would pay normally. Literally, probably only thing cheaper might be H&M. You can't compete with H&M sometimes, but you can't really beat
Correct.
Israel either. So
Support a brand.
exactly. Go buy a shirt, support your local artists. And Israel, thank you so much for coming on.
No,
Love to
man.
finally
Thank
have you
you.
on.
I appreciate the opportunity. We go way back like full flats on the caddy, baby.
Exactly. It's all love. It'll always be love, bro. And
Yes,
I
sir.
get you every step of the way. You know that.
All right, man.
So
I appreciate it.
absolutely. Yeah, that seems like this one. Next one we got episode 20, so that's kind of cool. Nice round number for us. Don't know who I have out on yet. We're working on it. So we will see what happens, but something cool will happen. So don't you worry. Make sure you follow Morello Show, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok for all the updates. I'm getting into fall beer reviews now. I've done two already. Got another one coming this week. So make sure you tune into that. And the Twitch live streams are starting up too. So I'm getting to that. I'm not great yet. I'm not good at them,
Okay.
but I'm trying. It's something I've been trying to do for like a year and I just
Mhm.
mental roadblocks, but we're there now. So
That's what's
make sure y'all tune in for that and make sure you follow Israel on Instagram, of course, get all his music, his merch updates, whatnot. And that's all I got. I'll see y'all next time.